This is a video on my Skywatcher Adventurer Pro. When I bought it, it was just the regular Skywatcher Adventurer, but now it's the Pro version. Doesn't have the cool fancy colors, but whatever. I took off the battery compartment and put this little mod box on top. It's just bolted down to where the battery compartment was. I never used the AA batteries. They're a pain to get in and out of there, and they run out, and I don't like leaving batteries and things because they pop and then they corrode everything, so I got rid of them. I always power it from them. Used to put power into the little 5-volt USB port over here, but the USB plug would be sticking out, and they're pretty fragile little ports, so I decided not to use that. Instead, I just took off the battery case, made this 12-volt go in there. There's a 5-volt converter in there, so all that runs inside. It's all put away. Just put one 12-volt line up into it. You can get two 12-volt lines out up at your mount. I did the same with USB. USB cord goes in here, down the tablet or laptop. Then you got 1, 2, 3 USB 3 ports up here. I've also got the 5-volt power supply spliced into the USB splitter power rail so that hopefully it doesn't drain my tablet as much. And we'll hopefully pull from here, since the voltage coming up the USB line will probably be weaker than 5 by the time it gets here. I plan to have my DSLR, my guider camera, and I kind of want to get a iOptron polar camera, but we'll see. Right now I'm guiding in both axes, so I might not even need such a thing, really. I do pretty good with the scope, but the scope's so big and cumbersome. Sometimes I don't have GPS or signal to know like where I need to put it, but you know, we'll see. It's $200, so I'm hesitant. I've got a little feedback LED. As you see, it blinks and tells me what it's doing pretty much. I went in here and soldered 2 more wires onto the ST4 port here. They run up here to the Arduino. That way it knows what signals the autoguider is sending to DEC, plus and minus. So it goes up into here, the Arduino interprets it, and then it tells the DEC motor controller what to do. There's no autoguider on it right now, or we'd be seeing this light turning on and off, letting me know that it's actually doing something. I can also manually control it, holding down these buttons. They will let me control DEC just like right here lets me control RA. The Adventurer is pretty slow though, so I'll probably end up just like manually setting it anyway. But we'll see. It'd be nice to have like fine-tuning adjustment abilities. It's got the port out the side so I can program it from my tablet or laptop in the field. Shouldn't need to do that though. I got it pretty well calibrated. The EQ mount that comes with it has a lot of backlash, so I put an Arduino in there as like a middleman. I was having troubles like calibrating with the motorization kit, because the worm gear is kind of not that great of quality. So now, when it goes one way or another, it clears the backlash. The Arduino is like, oh, I'm going from left to right, so let me go ahead and clear the backlash. And the PhD2 never really like notices it. It successfully calibrates the first time every time now. Before, the backlash was so bad that it would take like 4 or 5 times to calibrate, and it would fail, which would take like 5 minutes a piece. Now it does it the first time, and it guides really well now. No more like delayed reaction back and forth. Focus motor is this one. DEC motor is this. Gets rid of a lot of wires. It's pretty nice. Got all the wires should be hanging from this instead of going down to the ground, where you can unplug them, trip them, or rip them. What else is there? Oh, the focus motor. So these 2 buttons, they'll let you control DEC and do fine adjustments. Or if I hold this down, one blink, you see now we're in focus mode, and now it will let you control the focus motor. It's a stepper motor, so it will, be pretty precise each way. Say I want to save, like right here, I think focus is good. Just hold it for 1, 2 blinks, and then it saves it, or zeros it pretty much. And then if you move out of that, away from that 0, plus or minus, whichever way you go, say you want to go back to it, but in the field you won't have this screen, so I just go 1 blink, 2 blink, 3 blink, and then it'll zero back to that location you saved. And you can experiment with focus from there. And then just to go, well, say you don't want to do it, say you accidentally hit these buttons you don't want, you do 1, 2, 3, and 4 blinks, and then nothing happens. So you want to go back to deck, just 1 blink, and you're back to deck mode. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This eliminates a lot of power packs and wires and kits and all that sort of thing. The motors I'm using for the focus and the deck are, what are they? A Celestron, like, I think it's like CQ4 mount or something like that. It's 2 motors that you're supposed to just put on there. I just ended up bolting one onto the side of my EQ mount worm gear. Works pretty great, actually. Through a few 3D printed parts. And then I took the RA motor from that kit, and that'll be the focus motor. It's kind of heavy though, so I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that. I might get like another stepper motor that's smaller and lighter to go up there. I don't know. I haven't really used the focus motor before, but I figured I'd just put the functionality into this while I'm building it. So there you go. If you have any questions, just message me or something. Thanks.